Hello there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault. Welcome to my first ride review of the Suzuki V-Strom 650 XT. Now, is this bike really as good as people say it is? Does it really have what it takes to become the new benchmark in the affordable adventure tourer segment? And can it really outshine the existing superstar in this segment, the Versys 650? The answers to all of that is what is coming up. So without further ado, let's get started with this review.
I'm at a top speed, I think you lost me. Do not cross me, I keep dropping all these hits and I know that they watching. They keep showing up in my place, always knocking. Knock, knock, bitch, I've been standing right here. Been over 3 years and then you just got here. Man, get me a beer and open up the mirrors. Let me show you now what you've been missing for years. Call it premiere, I can take a boy's name and smear, or take it up a gear and end your career and make you feel fear, or make you disappear. Cause I am right here and not going nowhere.
The new Suzuki V-Strom 650 XT is here, and I won't be surprised if this bike grows hugely popular in the coming days in our market. Now, if we look at the setting currently in our market, almost everyone wants to embrace motorcycling as a lifestyle, as a getaway dimension, and as a mode to break free from the ordinary. Motorcycles and adventure tourers in particular are now the most desired category because everyone wants to explore and get lost in nature during the weekends, given the crazy hectic lifestyle everyone's having to cope up with day in and day out. And I feel Suzuki have gotten the timing absolutely spot on, and not only have they gotten the timing right, I also feel they've gotten the formula absolutely bang on with the V-Strom. The V-Strom is a legend in the touring segment worldwide. The V-Strom 1000 or the DL 1000 was the first to see the light of the day back in 2002, and then we had the V-Strom 650, also known as the DL 650, being introduced back in 2004. Now, the best thing that works to the V-Strom's advantage is that apart from the Versys 650, there's no real competition happening in this segment. So with the V-Strom enjoying a rich heritage and a cult following across the world, I too was really curious to get my hands on the bike to see as to how good it really is and as to whether it can really outsmart the Kawasaki Versys 650, which according to me so far has been the best value for money touring machine that one can currently buy in our market. So design wise, the V-Strom gets a unique design language with a huge single headlamp layout, and this along with the perfectly laid out windshield and the trademark front beak lends the bike a powerful presence when viewed from the front. The front windscreen is adjustable to 3 different positions, which comes in handy for riders of various sizes. Moving on to the profile, the slim and slender body structure of the bike becomes more apparent here with the slim-waisted fuel tank and the flowing design language of an ideal tourer. The spoke wheels look gorgeous and the seat feels heavenly. The tail lamp is neatly laid out as well. The switches have a good feel to them. The handlebar is perfectly positioned. The instrument console feels a little old school, but the bike does so well in all other departments that you don't really care about the speedo console. As a matter of fact, it does offer all the relevant info with a gear position indicator, a clock, coolant temperature, ambient temperature, battery voltage, range, average and instant fuel consumption, and more. And the best part about the bike is that we get wire spoke wheels with tubeless tires. We also get a larger 19-inch front wheel to help you conquer more challenging terrains with ease. We get a 17-inch wheel at the back. We also get Bridgestone Batlax Adventure A40 tires that can handle decent amount of off-roading, if not extreme off-roading. And we always have the option of swapping the tires if you are the kind who loves to explore the mountains every so often. And yes, we also get adequate tank range thanks to the 20-liter fuel tank, which is designed to be slimmer such that the bike feels nimble and agile to handle. We also get a luggage rack at the back to mount the top case, which is great. Also, the overall build quality is just top notch. The bike is built like a tank, and you can tell that just by looking at it, let alone riding it. Talking about the electronic aids, we do get 2 modes of traction control which can be completely turned off as well. Mode 1 offers minimum intervention, whereas mode 2 offers maximum intervention. Now, talking about the engine, I must tell you this is the best part about the bike. We get a 645cc 90-degree V-twin that puts out a max power of 71 PS at 8,800 RPM and a max torque of 62 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM. We get a 6-speed gearbox. This new V-twin power plant has new technology lurking underneath, such as the resin-coated pistons, and over 60 components have been updated to achieve a higher output all across the rev band while also retaining the unique V-twin character. Now, taking the bike out for a spin, I have to say this is the sweetest V-twin that I have experienced to date. It's just perfect in terms of everything, be it refinement, be it the low to mid-range torque, the power delivery, the throttle response. Everything is just so perfect that you can't help but fall in love with it almost instantly. I mean, the bike is unbelievably good in terms of offering riding pleasure, and the best part is the ease of handling a bike this huge. We have other bikes in this segment which look and feel heavy, and you need to be really careful while riding them. This one is just so well balanced courtesy of the aluminium twin spar frame and the swing arm that it handles like a dream, rides like a breeze, and it is this particular factor that sets it apart from its rivals. The high-speed stability is rock solid even at speeds of over 150 km per hour. The engine doesn't feel strained at all. The state of tune of this engine is what makes it absolutely sublime. It just doesn't stall on you even on lower RPMs where usually other bikes tend to snap out. Now this comes courtesy of the low RPM assist feature that Suzuki have incorporated into this bike. It's just buttery smooth all along, be it the lower RPMs or the mid-range or even the higher RPMs. The long haul design offers a saddle so comfortable that you can ride it all day long and still feel fresh. I'm not over exaggerating here, but believe me guys, I'm a huge Versys 650 fan, and I walked into this review thinking that the V-Strom might be an okay-ish kind of a bike, but trust me, after riding it, I am now a convert. The V-Strom is undoubtedly the new benchmark in the affordable adventure tourer segment, be it comfort, performance, handling or equipment. The combination that we get here is just about perfect, and that's what makes it the best. Add to this the inclusion of spoke wheels with tubeless tires and a larger 19-inch front wheel. The bike is just as good for off-roading as much as it is while touring on-road. Now talking about the brakes, we get 310mm twin discs up front and a 260mm single disc at the back. We get ABS as standard. We also get traction control as I mentioned before. The brakes are brilliant. The bike comes to a standstill in absolutely no time and in a very controlled manner. Another USP of the bike is the suspension. The damping is just about perfect. We get 43mm forks up front and a rear monoshock that's adjustable for rebound damping and preload. The bike simply glides over the potholes and you hardly feel anything. That's how impressive the suspension actually is. Now talking about other relevant specs, seat height is 835mm. Now this was easily manageable by me. I am just below 5 feet 7 inches tall. Ground clearance is 170mm. Now this I feel could have been better by offering at least 200mm of ground clearance. Tank capacity is 20 liters, which results in superb tank range. Mileage wise, I think we can expect around 16 to 18 kmpl from this bike. Price ex showroom Delhi for the Suzuki V-Strom 650 XT is rupees 7.46 lakhs, which I feel is an absolute steal for the kind of bike we are getting at this price point. Well, that's pretty much it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.
I'm at a top speed, I think you lost me. Do not cross me, I keep dropping all these hits and I know that they watching. They keep showing up in my place, always knocking. Knock, knock, bitch, I've been standing right here. Been over 3 years and then you just got here. Man, get me a beer and open up the mirrors. Let me show you.